Elon is an anarcho-capitalist for you, but for him, he wants all the government money in the world. He's a massive welfare queen. He gets $8 million a day in government subsidies, but he wants to keep getting that money while cutting off Social Security, slashing Medicare and Medicaid, destroying the CFPB, the anti-scam police, destroying the Department of Education. Now they're going after FEMA. So, bro, I'm telling you, Trump plus 15.4 district, the Democrat wins. The Democrat wins. And if Trump continues on the same trajectory that he's been doing, right, you might not be safe as a Republican in a Trump plus 25 district.
So I sort of agree, but I sort of disagree. You have to be careful with the wishful thinking because remember we said Kamala Harris was going to win. We said she was going to win a lot of the swing states, maybe even all the swing states. Kyle Kulinski had Kamala Harris winning in his prediction because Trump was saying a bunch of stupid, terrible stuff along the campaign trail. And it was embarrassing. And yeah, who wouldn't think Kamala Harris would win against a lunatic like that? But now Trump is president and he's actually doing stuff. So people are going to be a little more frustrated with what you do versus what you say. So now that Trump's actually president and he's harming people's lives, will people be upset about that? Yeah, probably. So this might be different from the election, but also we can't get our hopes up. We can't underestimate Trump. We can't underestimate people's ability to flock to him, people's desire to stay with him, even as he's screwing them over.
Trump plus 25. I know that sounds extreme, but I'm telling you, as soon as the economy implodes, which it's happening right in front of our eyes, and you slash the social safety net, it's a wrap, dog. And then I think Trump genuinely believes, oh, if those things are happening and they're bad and it hurts me politically, what will help me is the rally around the flag effect if I start a massive war. And I know he thinks that way because this is what he said when Obama was in office in his second term. He said, I bet Obama's going to start a war with Iran to make his approval rating go up. There's a famous tweet where he says that. And so what's Trump going to do? He looks at the social safety net being ripped to shreds, the economy imploding. He's going to say, well, how can I give me a cheap way of getting my numbers back up? And he would think, oh, if I just wage war with Iran or do war in Mexico, then it'll work out. But here's the problem with that kind of thinking. That only works. The rally around the flag effect only works if there's a massive attack on U.S. soil, right? So in other words, I don't know, maybe they consider a false flag. Maybe he would do a false flag. I wouldn't put anything fucking by these people.
Yeah, he's got a point. So Trump might utilize Mexico and their fentanyl issue in order to start a war, do some sort of false flag. You know, right-wingers argue that we're actually at war right now, you know, with Tren de Aragua. Michael Knowles, who's a total idiot, actually was saying this. He was like, we're at war. Like, we are not at war with Tren de Aragua. We have to actually declare war. That's something Congress has to do. So there's no war here. But yeah, a false flag, I mean, it's certainly possible. Yeah, you can't underestimate the depravity of the Trump administration.
You need a massive attack on U.S. oil. Then you need a massive propaganda buildup to paint the picture for Americans so they feel like, oh, that's the answer. We got to go after the sons of bitches who attacked us. And the answer is Saddam Hussein is what they thought back when Bush invaded Iraq. But that was after literally a year or two of relentless propaganda where they said, he's the problem. He did it. Here are the connections. Here's what you need to know. And Americans said, okay, well, we were attacked on 9/11. Now they're saying this guy's responsible. Bush's approval rating at the time was like fucking 90%. And so that's why he was able to get away with it.
I think there will be less rallying around the flag with Trump. I feel like he conducts himself as a much less trustworthy guy than George W. Bush does. George W. Bush was amicable and before the Iraq War didn't seem like an extremely dubious individual, whereas Trump is literally a convicted felon. So a 90% approval rating, let alone 80%, that's out of the picture for Trump. The rally around the flag effect could exist, but it's not going to be on steroids like it was with George W. Bush after 9/11.
It's not going to happen this time. You think Americans don't realize that Trump is the one warmongering as he threatens like 7 different countries on a daily basis? Of course they fucking realize it. So they're going to look at it as, this is a war of aggression, right? That's how they're going to see it. And he's not going to get the rally around the flag effect. He's not going to get the bump up in his poll numbers. It'll go down even more. Totally, completely, and utterly fucking miscalculated. And the scary thing is, they are acting like they'll never have to face voters again. This is a point that Crystal has made time and time again, and I think it's true. When you have like Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary, out there saying, if my mom, 94 years old, missed a Social Security payment, she wouldn't complain. She'd just wait for the next month and hope it comes then.
They may not think that they have to face voters again because they think Trump can just run for a third term and they want to end democracy. Who knows? I mean, that's delusional, obviously. But yeah, they're not going to be able to get away with that. Let me know what you think about Kyle Kulinski's prediction here about the false flag and about Democrats winning in Trump plus 25 districts. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.